The new Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is a stunner, a new screen, webcam, and improved chassis all see this model step on the already impressive G14 before it. I've had a good look at all the Zephyrus G14 models these past few years, and I've come away impressed on every occasion. It's the laptop I recommend when a friend asks for a mid to high-end gaming machine, something that they can game on, work on, while looking great, and coming in cheaper than a razor blade. Asus wasn't able to provide me an exact price of this model in all territories, but some snooping determined you're looking around a $2,500 £2,000 mark for this laptop with all the bells and whistles it can offer. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of silicon under the hood of the Zephyrus G14 to justify its price tag, at least to an extent. At its heart is the AMD Ryzen 6900HS. But that does also mean your GPU needs to work extra hard to keep the frame rate up. The RX 6800s makes quick work of our benchmarking suite, and I have to say I'm heartily impressed with the G14's gaming performance overall. It's able to top the frame rate of RTX 3080 and RTX 3070 mobile chips pretty much across the board, and while it does slip below the RTX 3080 Ti in the Razer Blade 17, that's a much larger laptop with a much larger price tag. When it's running smoothly, the G14's high refresh and high resolution panel also looks fantastic. That's only 2 minutes more than the Razer Blade 17, which stuffs an RTX 3080 Ti and Intel Core i7 12800H inside its metal chassis, parts not known for being particularly power-savvy. The G14 has lost that quality of being surprisingly cheap for what you get too, even if you do get stellar performance out of it. Perhaps one reason for that is the inclusion of 32 GB of DDR5 RAM, 16 GB of that is soldered to the board, and the other 16 GB attached via removable SO-DIMM from the underside of the laptop. DDR5 prices have hardly settled down since the memory standard was introduced last year, and 32 GB is a bounty of high-performance memory by comparison to most gaming PCs today. Though I'm happy to see DDR5 makes its way into the mobile gaming market, I suppose with that comes a price premium, while it's early in the new tech cycle. It's not like DDR5 is really doing heaps for our gaming performance right now either, but we'll just have to bear with for the time being, until prices, hopefully, drop. The productivity and CPU performance of the G14 warrants some praise here, and that's going to be partially down to that speedy memory as well. And while you're probably not going to notice a practical difference in the top laptops during a video call, the G14's Mark 10 score was sky-high too. And there are also some improvements to the 2022 G14 model that I'm a fan of beyond its faster, better silicon. One of my favorite things about the G14 is in the name, it's a 14-inch laptop. But the big thing with the 2022 model of the G14 is that 14-inch size has been fit with a larger 16:10 aspect ratio than previous models' 16:9 panels. At least there's some hope for a cheaper Zephyrus G14 model to make more of an impact, a scaled-back GPU, perhaps without the high-end CPU to match, and just 16 GB of RAM could be a more fitting device for the more parsimonious among us. This particular model nails the performance aspects and the looks too, but doesn't quite capture what made the G14 so desirable and easy to recommend.